concerned when they don't care to say it. Funny how people will act like they know you, but they don't even got a clue what they're saying.
Yeehaw, soldiers! It's your United States content video, and this is What If Deku with Orb Ablation Part 5. This has been a series I have seen some love for in my time doing this What If, and a good amount of you do like it, so that's pretty nice. It's a good thing to see since I love me some Lucario, and Orb Ablation is a very cool power. Now I think there are going to be a couple of narrative MHA What Ifs, you know, like besides like giving Deku a new power, I think like I could do some good narrative MHA What Ifs that I eventually kind of want to try out, and those will be on the community tab, and so you guys can vote on them, and I can probably release them as soon as I start trying to finish some of these series I already have. I think some of the stories could be very, very, very interesting. I'll also reveal some of the Naruto What If ideas. You've already seen a couple of MHA and Naruto What If ideas so far, such as what if Anko adopted Naruto and what if All Might adopted Deku, and you guys seem to like those so far. I think you guys like them. Yeah, it should be a pretty fun time trying to like suggest you guys some what if ideas, and I think you guys are going to really like these very much. I really do. Also, we're getting very close to 2,000 subs, so I really hope we can get there by the time this video is released. We also hit 100k views collectively for a channel once again, and which is kind of wild, especially since I haven't been on this platform for that long, relatively. So, but really, thank you all for supporting my videos. Also, stay tuned for the new mystery series I will release. I feel like if you pay close attention to my community tab, you guys would know what it is. Hint, it's a DBZ What If. Friday will also be part 3 of What If Naruto the Sensegun. Yeah, get hyped. Follow me on Twitter at AnimeStage4. That's my Twitter handle. Since we're closing on 100 followers, we are 24 away. And I kind of tweet a lot, you know what I'm saying? Think of it as another notification tool besides Discord and YouTube. It's also a great way for you guys to interact with me. Follow me on Instagram, _Sage4. I post frequently in there, and it's another great great way for you guys to interact with me. Finally, join my Discord, and which you guys get, you know, the usual instant notifications of my live stream ahead of time. You guys, I'm also on there very frequently. You also get sneak peeks of supplementary content. So yeah, I was just you join my Discord. It's pretty nice. It's pretty lit there. Sorry, this is kind of a lot, but I have a lot to say. Time for usual checklist. If you haven't seen the last part, link in the description. If you haven't seen the series at all, check out the playlist. With all out of the way, let's get right into the story. So USJ Incident is beginning. Kurogiri will separate everybody into different groups like in the original canon. Deku, Siu, and Mineta each have to go for the same opponents, like in canon, of course. Good news for them, however. They go for them better, unlike in canon, due to Deku having a very powerful quirk, but also he has better control of One For All. Siu can do some work as well, while Mineta is still, well, Mineta. Ida, like in canon, will go get the other heroes, and all the other battles with the other Class 1 students will go the same. So why don't we skip to when Deku is able to arrive to where Aizawa, Shigaraki, and Nomu is. Yes, Deku will fight the Nomu here, as he and his group have already handled the villains pretty quickly, and they're quite a bit earlier than when All Might arrived. When they appear, Shigaraki said that they got back there so quickly. Deku had his senses up the whole time, and senses Uraraka and the others are okay, so he has a peace with that for now, so he doesn't feel any qualms of trying to, like, you know, he doesn't have that in the back of his head. Deku just coldly states that his villains weren't any match for him and his group, and when All Might and the other heroes get here, hopefully in his head, Shigaraki and his group will be finished. Shigaraki sends Nomu after Deku, and Deku has to fight him. Deku will turn his Orb Ablation on, and will dodge the Nomu's attacks to do, again, the Orb Ablation giving him a nice speed boost. Deku then strikes the Nomu with an Aura Punch, essentially a punch enhanced with the Orb Manipulation, and a shock-resistant quirk that Nomu has won't be able to absorb it. You see, like Deku was able to damage a Sludge villain, he can damage Nomu here as well. Especially with the 10 months of training he had, which was devoted to One For All, but also was devoted to his Orb Ablation, because All Might did want him to also not only work on that, but also be able to combine with One For All, so he had to work on that as well, so that's pretty nice for him. And while One For All probably would have at least somewhat more power than something like, you know, what Orb Ablation, Orb Ablation is more like spiritual ability, so it's like, kind of like ki or chakra. So it's not really like, it's more not physical energy, so it can kind of act like a durability canceller. By the way, I haven't gotten to the other colors of the auras, which was not made up actually in the last part. There are other auras such as Red or Mudahara, which can enhance user's finesse to highest potential, blue, or Vishuddha, which can create major intellect enhancements, and yellow, or Manipura, which can turn someone's aura into spiritual armor, allow themselves to, clone themselves, and use Kinetic combat and ergo telekinesis. There are more auras than the ones I just listed, but let's just say there will be a quirk evolution, kind of like in a Gamma What If when Deku gets the Depth Seed powers. Back to the fight. The Nomu just where he was punching groans a little bit. Shigaraki is shocked by the fact that the Nomu was hurt by this guy, someone who's just a student. How dare he hurt his prized creation? The Nomu was hit multiple times by Deku, but unfortunately during the fight, Deku gets a little bit too cocky here, and the Nomu eventually has enough. Deku's grabbed by Nomu and slams to the ground, suffering damage right there, probably a lot of damage due to Nomu's strength. Nomu then throws him up, and then hits him with a barrage of punches. Deku is hurt badly by a series of attacks. Uraraka would see this from a corner of her eye, and is of course extremely worried, and looks and really would call Deku, as well as Class 1A members who can actually see this happening, including Bakugo. Aizawa tried to strike Tomura, but like in Neutral Timeline, his level gets decayed. However, Deku feels something, like he stored power or something, like he just got stronger, faster. It's almost like when he was hit by the Nomu, the Orb Blation stored that damage into his body and made him stronger, faster, durable. Deku then realizes this must have been the case, and that when he was damaged, power of those attacks were stored to make him stronger and faster. You see this reference to Smash Bros. Lucario, as the more he got hit, the more powerful he became. I wanted to continue that tradition here, so for every amount of damage Deku takes, the aura will soar it up, and he gets stronger and faster. He can also release some of the stored power if he wants to, through one attack, as he cannot keep his stored power forever, as there's limited how much his body can take before it gives up on him, as well as the damage. So essentially, if Deku's body were to give out, the power would be gone. And once this is done, the base aura gets stronger by around half of what Deku stored, as well as the amount of damage Deku can store since his base aura got stronger. It's a complicated system, but it's another way for Deku to get stronger. It's essentially a temporary Zenkai boost that will turn into a permanent one, just the power boost is cut in half. Even in the event Deku's body gets on him, he still gets the half power boost. It's just like, you would ideally want to release it and not have your body give out on you, you know what I'm saying? Deku then decides to go out here, he puts the full cowl on, and combines his Orb Blation, full cowling aura, says Deku. Shigaraki senses the power and is absolutely terrified. Basically, it's all the spiritual pressure plus one for all. Yeah, it's not gonna be fun. This kid has this much power. How or when did he acquire it? Shigaraki thinks to himself. Shigaraki then asks the exact question, and then Deku then answers that he did not realize this until the one pushed him this far, but no one has ever pushed him before. He said it appears that the damage Noah gave him only boosted his power, and that will be his and Inomu's downfall, along with his group. Class 1A, including Bakugo, is stunned by what they are seeing or sensing. Bakugo would be mad, but is more amazed and shocked that Deku had this much power in him. Aizawa is amazed by Izuku even more. Oh, by the way, he was also let go because, he had to let go of him because of the shockwave of the power. So he's gonna be fine. Deku then charges at the Nomu and unleashes the full force of One for All. His Aura Ablation and stored power. Deku screams, "Aura Smash!" and punches the Nomu with an extremely powerful enhanced Aura Smash. Spoiler alert, the Nomu is about to die. All Might appears just in time to see this. A shockwave permeates throughout the building, and when the smoke clears, Deku is standing and the Nomu is utterly and completely destroyed. Deku then collapses and is unconscious due to all the power and stamina he used up. Tomura wants to go after Deku, but when he hears All Might say stay away from him, Tomura has no choice but to retreat, vowing revenge on Izuku. And of course All Might, and that he will kill All Might this time. All Might is able to gather all of Class 1A to one spot, and calls Deku hero, a very worthy hero. All Might is also very proud of Deku. The heroes arrive later, but All Might says that Izuku took care of it, and that, well, he kind of needs to be taken care of as well. Izuku, yeah, referring to Deku, of course. He is shocked, but is also very proud of Deku. When Deku comes to, he is in the presence of All Might and his girlfriend Uraraka. All Might arrived a little bit later than Uraraka, but just because, he had to rest a little bit. Then his mom comes in, Inko is very proud of Izuku, but hopes that he won't get in a situation like that again. Spoiler alert, I have a feeling that Deku will get in a situation like that again, but Deku promises he won't. That's nice. Inko introduces herself to Ochako, and they get along pretty well because Ochako is Ochako. All Might will make the claim that Deku and Class will be great heroes one day based on how they handle the situation. And the good news for him, he's on a hospital bed, so that's pretty nice, and he didn't have to waste his, his hero ability, you know what I'm saying? So he didn't have to go beyond his limits here, so that could actually put in some interesting implications there. Then Class 1A comes in and gives her props to Izuku. Izuku is just embarrassed from all the attention. Now, I guess your question right now is, how will the sports festival art go? Well, I got bad news for you. You have to find out in the next part. Thank you for watching part 5 of What If Deku Had Orb Manipulation. Got you guys. This series is fun to write, and I'm glad that there are a decent amount of people who like it. We're getting so close to 2,000 subs. Thank you again for the support you guys have been giving me. It has been really appreciated. Remember, Wednesday will be the start of a new series, and, well, new mystery series, and I only reveal it on the community tab tomorrow. So stay on the lookout for that. Also, again, Tentagon Naruto will be on, guess when? Friday, so stay tuned for that. Also, remember to keep looking out for new What If videos on the community tab and vote on them. Again, democracy, baby. Democracy. Make sure to follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and of course, join my Discord. Friendly reminder there. That's all from me for today. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, turn on notifications, and share the video. This has been your boy, YEEHAW Sage, signing out. Peace, Yort, Ha.